this Dunkin' Donuts situation. I had no idea about it. Thankful our boy Asmon is always giving us that pop culture news. So let's check it out.
Donuts workers strike. Oh boy, oh boy.
We are protesting the fact that they actually put a kiosk up in front of the Dunkin' Donuts to replace the cashiers that are there. You can see
Welcome to the future.
the writing on the wall for a reduction in workforce, and I think that's the thing that we're looking out for. They've already installed QR codes on the table, and we are worried that the next step is a tablet. Next step could even be a robot one day, and we need to be able to have a...
It could be a robot. No,
it's going to be
a robot. Yeah.
It's a matter of time.
Is inevitable.
Say in the workplace, if
you know what's funny, that every time you go to McDonald's or any of these places, they kind of were pushing this on people, like the Walmart, the self-checkout lanes. So when they first put them in there, the workers were like, why don't you do that? Because it made their job easier, right? And now, like, I remember I used to be like, I can't believe these workers are trying to push us into these self-checkout lanes, the QR codes. Do you have your app for your McDonald's meal? No, I want to order it. When you want to order it, or you want to use the little kiosk of it? No, I want to talk to a person. They're so lazy. They're always like, come on, just do that because it makes their life easier, right? They didn't think what was gonna come next. I always was like, dude, this is your future job, and now we're here.
We allow automation in, it's just going to take customer service, away. It's going to take...
That's the goal. Yeah. That's the point. Please work faster on it.
Service out of customer service, and that's not what people want.
They hate workers.
It's not what people want. Who decided that? I want it. I do.
I personally hate that shit.
I think that working a service industry job like this is not a good use of a person's time. And I think that people could do something that's more fulfilling to them personally and to live out their existence in a way that's more fulfilling and more meaningful. I don't think working in a Dunkin' Donuts is that.
I don't know. Some people actually, I think, enjoy making donuts and all that stuff. But yeah, it's not a high-skilled job, that's for sure, right? So I get what he's saying there, but some people actually enjoy the monotony of some jobs. Some people just enjoy it, Sometimes that's all the best it could do.
They hate us so much that they want to automate us away. They hate us.
Of course they hate you. Why would they not hate you? They have to give you money. Why would they want to give you money? Do you want to give somebody money? There's a random person. Do you want to give that person money? Of course not. You want to just have it happen. What are you talking about?
Us more than they love their profits.
They hate us more than they love their profits?
Of course.
No, they hate you because they love their profits.
It's a business.
This is the exact kind of person that I would imagine striking Dunkin' Donuts.
I am an anarchist, so yeah, I do believe that hierarchies and places of power cause violence. And that's pretty much all they do.
You think that profit over people is going to last forever, or do you think that late-stage capitalism is just going to death spiral so hard that we have to ultimately kind of level the playing field and create a new society?
Oh, it's over, dude.
Well, some people have to get shot.
Developing news today.
But it's not you. People love saying stuff like that because they think it's never going to be them, right? Everybody likes saying this kind of stuff because they assume that when this happens, it's all going to happen to somebody else, or somebody else is going to have to do it. Yeah, that's always what it happens. Anarchists complaining about violence. Well, I mean, there's some countries, and the first thing in an anarchist society that happens is somebody takes it over and makes it non-anarchist. Maybe we could have him or her, I don't know what it is, go over to...
See, I was about to say, I don't think this... But I don't know if it was a boy or girl, so he said it first, him or her, so I'm going to follow the suit. But I don't think him or her should be the one representing these people right now. I'm just saying, I want to have picked this person to be the representation of the strike force.
Go over and join Joseph Kony's army. How about that? That sounds like a really good time.
Out of
That's
New York
wild,
City,
too. She
where
said
the CEO of
they get
United
shot.
Healthcare was shot and killed in broad daylight. It's
Yeah.
believed he was targeted, but it's unclear why.
I hope it's not me.
Yeah.
Did you know that every Thanksgiving
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Especially some Muslim done on guns. Yeah. I think that the mindset of that is it's just so just not realistic. It's just not. I'm an anarchist, but not on some weird political shit. I just don't care about the laws. Oh, well, yeah, of course, right? But like that's not the same thing.
75.9 million Americans use airports like Phoenix Sky Harbor to travel to go see family elsewhere in the world? It's crazy, right? It's a big week. But guess what? There's a lot of
Chat, I'm gonna let you know, if you work in like fast food industry or anything that has any potential to be automized, you're in for a really rude awakening. Like, it's gonna get very, very. But you better start a YouTube channel now. That's all I gotta say. In the next 5 years, the only thing you're gonna have, chat, the only jobs that are gonna be possible to you are YouTube, entertainment, OF, being maybe like even like a cop that's gonna be automated soon. The medical field is getting automated. Lawyers are getting automated. What else? So either being a trash man, but that's being probably automated. A landscaper, like a somebody who works with their hand, a carpenter, electrician. Those things will be here for maybe 10, 15 more years, 20 years maybe. But all these other jobs, you guys have 5 years, dog. You have 5 years to find a new job or make a YouTube channel. You better start now because YouTube, manual labor, CEO, entrepreneur, and that's it, dog. All these things that my generation went to college for, we fucked. We fucked.
a beef right now at the airport. You know why?
Hundreds of restaurants and concession employees on strike.
Yeah, chat, we screwed.
Planning to
Are you telling me about a fucking airport where you guys spend $18 to get a drink? You telling me they're striking over there?
continue their protest tomorrow.
And because of this, restaurants and concessions will be shut down. The workers with HMS Host, a vendor operating many of the restaurants and coffee shops inside the terminal.
See, Flippy would never do that. He would never protest. Flippy does not even have the word union programmed into his language model. He doesn't even know it exists.
But if it has AI and it's able to learn, if they put AI into it and it's self-learning, I've seen iRobot, bro. I've seen iRobot. When the girl's going to church and the robot's like, it's not safe for you to go outside right now. Don't play with me.
He'll work on Christmas. He doesn't care. He's happy.
Chat,
Flippy
you're a
is
robot?
pro-consumer.
Okay.
He is.
Say it's time for their demands to be met.
The workers say they want what most American workers want. That's the ability to keep food on their table and a roof over their heads.
Then think about that and stop thinking about trying to keep these shitty fucking jobs on life support. They're thinking about it from the complete wrong direction. If none of these people had to worry about like paying money, if like everybody just if you received the same amount of money every month, regardless of whether you went to this job or not, I bet 99% of these people would never go to the job.
And what he said is true. It's coming too. That's also coming, guys. So all your jobs are going to get fucked. I'm telling you right now, all these jobs are going to get fucked here in the next few years, chat. Remember Andrew Yang? Yeah, chat. Remember Andrew Yang? That shit's coming. Universal income, that's coming for sure. Because like he said, all these people, like what he's about to say, all these people, if they got the money, they want to work there. But a lot of these people don't have the skills to be doctors. A lot of people don't have the education to be doctors, lawyers, and stuff like that. And even those positions are getting affected by the future technology that's coming out. So become a nurse, dog, or a YouTuber. That's all I got to say.
So you don't care about the job. You don't give a fuck about the job. You care about the money.
Want better pay, healthcare, and retirement plans, especially after the pandemic.
It's just become very clear that we've gotten to a point where the things that we are asking for are falling on dead ears with the company, with HMS.
But
it's because they're losing bargaining power too. the employees have no bargaining power anymore because all of the company executives know that they're just going to replace these people with robots soon. So who cares about what they think and who cares how they feel?
100%
HMS
correct.
Host paints a different picture, claiming it's offering 12% raises and better benefits. And in a statement.
And let me ask you, chat, really quick. Sorry, I keep pausing it. Let me ask you really quick, chat. If you had a business, okay, let's say you're running this business, and we'll just do small margins here. You have $100 for that business. You have to pay your employee $25, so you're making $75 now. You then had to pay another $25 for product. You're making $50 now. Then you have to pay bullshit employee workers' comp, employee healthcare, employee life insurance, or like workers' comp, insurance for them to be there, all this stuff. All of that stuff, let's say it's another $30. You're at $20 now, right? So we have 25 for product, 25 for employee, 30 for all the fees, the taxes, the insurances. You're at $80 now. You're taking home 20, right? Then you have to reinvest that. So now you get rid of the employee. You save $25. You get rid of all the taxes and fees and insurance. You got now $55, and you buy a robot that's $35 that will be there the whole time. Okay, so now you have $35 for the robot, $25 for the product. Now you're making $40 revenue, and you don't have to worry about purchasing that new employee, i.e. the robot, in the future months. So you're going to be making $40 that month. Then the next month it's going to be no purchase of the robot. You're going to be getting an additional $35, so you're only paying $25 for the product. You're making $75. So in your heart of hearts, if you were to answer that honestly, who would not do that? Everybody would do that, right? There's no incentives. The government is incentivizing the employers to do that because there's so much rules and regulations. And before, like in the 80s and the 60s and stuff like that, you had your product and your employees, right? That's it. Now they have all this added BS. That's like, I have my father owns his own company as well. He's always complaining about how he has to pay an additional $10 per employee because of that. And that's money that can't be put into the employee because it's getting taken out and put into the state. So there's a lot of bullshit that goes into it that's kind of pushing this drone-like life, right? This robot life. So chat, I know you guys are trying to make the best profit, right, in your businesses. So you got to take that into consideration. It's just inevitable. That's why every movie you watch, everything you watch about like future, like Blade Runner, all this stuff, there's robots everywhere. It's just inevitable that this is gonna happen. The technology comes, it's just gonna happen, dude. Remember watching Jimmy Neutron as a kid, or one of those kids? They had that burger shop that was 100% automated. It's just gonna, or maybe Fairly Odd Parents when you guys were a kid. It's just gonna happen.
It says the strike, quote, serves to hurt the traveling public and the HMS host associates who continue to work during this difficult time.
So we're going to go to a protest, specifically a Phoenix Sky Harbor food service anti-automation protest. We're going to meet up with some Dunkin' Donuts employees that...
There is nothing less valuable than unskilled, uneducated labor. It like, that's what a horse does. Those are the people that are going to get replaced as fast as possible.
That's so fucked up, but true.
Low skill, no education labor. That's it. Bro, that's why I just told you. No, I'm just saying.
You're a
right?
fucking horse, bro.
I can understand why they're fighting for their livelihood. No, I know. I get it. Like, I mean, it's easy to understand why they're doing it.
It's fucked up, dude.
Yeah, of course.
May or may not be being replaced by robots in the near future. And we want to ask some of the employees about how they feel robots pose an existential threat to the American working class.
My name is Winona Rue, and I work at the Dunkin' Donuts in Terminal 4. Okay. There's two kiosks, like, at the front. No one really uses them, but the way it works really sucks, and it's like less efficient.
I love how they're playing this music as if this is some like 70s like sci-fi movie. Oh my god, there's a kiosk, and then you have to go in there and you have to click on the buttons, and then it's like, oh my fucking god.
Than just going.
All right, one more thing, chat. I went to Taco Bell. I know I'm fat, ugly, gross, whatever, nasty, Taco Bell, whatever. Roast me in the comments. Taco Bell. Taco Bell's great. You love Taco Bell? Okay. Some people, it's gross, Or maybe that's just my ex-girlfriend. She used to say that to me. Anyways, I went to Taco Bell, and they're like, they wouldn't come and help me. They just want to come help me, and I was just sitting there by the register like this. and they have those stupid bullshit kiosks. I just don't like, I'm old school, I guess I'm old, so I don't want to use it. And the manager goes, do you mind if I help you use the kiosk? And after he showed me how to use it, it was very simple. I was just maybe intimidated. I'm old, I don't know. But it was very, very efficient, very fast, efficient. I did it, and within like 5 minutes, dude, my food was ready. Crazy.
Going up and ordering.
They don't even put the work into the kiosks that they need to have them operate properly.
Chat, you are fat and old? Okay, thanks.
Making our job harder because there's all kinds of stuff in the system that we don't have or that we do have that's not available, and the prices are wrong, and it just makes our job.
This woman's bringing up a really great point, and I think that what she's saying is completely accurate. She's saying that the on-hand demand for different items isn't accurate in the kiosk. And I think that she's 100% right in what she's saying. Completely accurate and actually misleading. Yeah, it's a logistics issue. Yeah, it is.
So much harder
She's right.
than just actually going to the table and talking to people ourselves.
They'll send an order through on the kiosk, and it'll just silently pop up on our screen. So we won't even, unless we're actively looking at it, we're not going to know about it. We're just sit around like wondering why there's people in the lobby, and we're like, oh, there's a order. Yeah, it's really not efficient.
They're down more often.
That's not a good point, dog. Like, if you see somebody in the lobby, you know there's going to be an order. So it's like, you're never going to be sitting there saying, what the hell is this person just standing there for? You know there's going to be an order.
Then they are usable. They are not connected to any of our computers at Dunkin' Donuts, so we have no idea what anybody orders. And then they'll come up to us all angry with a receipt.
I have a roofing company. You work at Dunkin' Donuts. Who the fuck is being ignorant? I made $350,000 last year. I'm fucking ignorant.
It's frustrating on both.
That guy's a douche.
Just go lay down, fat ass. Go lay. What a fat boy. What's he doing? What's he getting mad for? He needs to lay down.
Both ends. It's like, why is that even there?
The thing is that Flippy, you know what Flippy would say? I'm sorry, dear customer. I love you. I will fix your order right now immediately. And that's it. Yeah, it won't be an issue. Nobody needs to get harassed.
That is true.
I think they're just trying to squeeze every penny they can out of the entire experience, and to allow people to do it themselves just makes it quicker and easier for the company.
Do you feel like
Well, if it makes it easier for the company and it makes it easier for the customer, then does the company serve customers or does it serve its employees? It serves customers. If it serves its employees over its customers, it no longer is a company because it's going to go out of business. Like, these people, again, are just completely fucking delusional.
Enjoy your job?
No, I've worked customer service for 5 years. I don't enjoy this. I'm here for the
Exactly.
Fucking
Exactly. Yes. You don't care. You don't give a shit about this. You just want the money.
More profitable for them to like agree to this contract because they're really suffering now that we're out like demonstrating like this during Thanksgiving.
That poor girl.
This is the busiest travel time in the whole year. And we have to make a disruption in order for them to listen to us and for them to know that we're serious.
They will listen. They're gonna speed up them all. Those kiosks. They're gonna improve the kiosks a lot.
What kind of existential threat do you think automation poses to the workforce?
People want human interactions as much as people want to say that, you know, AI.
False. They don't want human interactions. They don't. Look at OnlyFans. Men pay for those models, and they know it's a dude on the other side responding, but they don't care. They just want the illusion of having a girlfriend.
And automation is the way. People that come through the airport, they don't want to continue to serve themselves. You know, they want to sit down and relax and not have to think about everything and allow somebody to take care of them.
As a server, I don't want to be relegated to a glorified food runner at the end of the day where, you know,
I don't think that there's a lot of like a glorified food runner. Like, we've got a lot of like, I mean, this is like some fucking friendly fire here. You're not any better than a food runner. You're working at Dunkin' Donuts. And if you were a doctor, you wouldn't be any better than a food runner. What is this? It's just...
the customer is doing my job, and that's not part of the experience that we
Customer
want when we go
service
out
at
to eat.
Dunkin'
We actually
Donuts.
want to be served.
It's an ego
We're
problem.
emotional
It
support
is.
humans for people that come through here sometimes, but I do like that I get to have a lot of interactions with a lot of really cool people.
I mean, part of the best part of my day is getting to talk with the guests, get to know them, see why they're traveling, where they're going to, joking around. Like, that's what people come into a full service experience for. If they didn't want that, they would just go and grab a sandwich and go sit by the gate. So I feel like they're
the reason why you go to Dunkin' Donuts is because the food's better. Like, if I could push a button and get the food, I would do that. Like, that's me personally. I'm sure some people feel the way that she does, but I'm not one of them. And so I'm just speaking from my own experience.
that away in the name of profit.
Yo, what's up? Los Angeles, California, 9:30 a.m. I just went inside that Dunkin' Donuts right there, and I'm not gonna lie, there was in fact a kiosk.
Holy
there was no
shit.
human interaction happening. You had a counter dividing two classes of people, the working class and the consumer class, with no cross-verbal traffic
That's
at
right.
all. It was solitary.
Yeah, you don't want them to talk to the customers. You don't want them to do anything.
Somewhat awkward. Probably bad for the employees because they're understimulated, I think.
Yeah.
But for me, I honestly kind of enjoyed it. Got to walk in there, headphones in, didn't have to talk to anybody about anything going on. And now look at it. I have a perfect oat milk infused 16-ounce Dunkin' Donuts coffee in my hand.
You know, I've never drank a cup of coffee in my entire life.
Me neither.
I really mean that.
How
Not
about a
even
sip?
once.
Shit's gross, dude.
Never.
You people who drink coffee, it's fucking gross.
I
And
have
people
Dr.
tell me,
Pepper. Why would I need that?
people tell me you need to just keep
But
drinking,
that's
it
not
gets
why I'm
better.
out here filming this. What if I told you there's a service that we use before we go into the
But if I told you to eat shit and keep eating the shit, trust me, it gets better after time. Would you? Probably not. That's how I feel about coffee, dude. Fucking sucks, chat. You guys drink coffee? You guys are drinking shit, bro.
field
Missing out?
to see how the mainstream media is covering both sides of the issue. Well, that's true. And that service is called Ground News. It's a dope-ass news aggregate that every single day compiles thousands of articles and ranks them from left to right with their bias comparison tool. So you can break out of your echo chamber and figure out what the heck is really going on. They also have a dope-ass tool called Blind
This guy's
Spot
like
that
making the
allows you
note,
to
the
see
news
stories
channel.
not being covered by
Dope-ass
the
news,
left
bro.
or the right. Full disclaimer, Ground News does cost money, as it should.
So
It's the
world
best
news.
in the business, and the only tool that I can think of today on the market that can snatch you out of that nasty echo chamber that so many people find themselves stuck inside. Here's an example. Let's use the topic of worker strikes for an example. So I have Ground News up on my phone right now, and it says a couple weeks ago in Canada, Post workers went on strike to protect their pensions, disrupting the flow of mail across the whole country. Using Ground News, you can see that 61% of the coverage is left-leaning, 21% to the center, and just 18% to the right. On the left, you can see Jacobin, who described this as a fight for the future of public
seems pretty
services,
good, actually.
and interviews union leaders about potential
Yeah.
scabs crossing the picket line. And on the right, you can see the Epoch Times, who've penned an article called What to Do About Your Christmas Mailing Needs as the Canada Post strike looms, focusing instead on the potential inconveniences that are going to be faced by holiday shoppers and consumers.
Yep.
So both angles contain pretty interesting information and show us how the public is reacting at large. Ground News also has a dope-ass tool called Switch Editions,
I
which
just
allows
look on Twitter and I read the first top comment. I'm like, yeah, true.
you to pivot from
Yeah, that's
national
about
news
it.
to local news, or even switch countries. And guess
That's
what?
it.
For a limited time
It
only,
works
you
real
can get
well.
a special discount with my link on the Vantage subscription, bringing the
tired of
cost down
ads.
to $5 a month. That's www.ground.news/channel5. www.ground.news/channel5.
Everybody in here who's a sub is probably pissed, huh? You guys like, I subbed to this channel so I don't have to watch ads.
And for a news place that gives unbiased information. But the problem is that I think in giving unbiased information, people will think that it's biased because it doesn't reinforce their biases. It's something that everybody needs, but nobody actually wants.
If it was free, I'd use it.
I don't know. Maybe it's a
I
black
ain't
pill
paying
perspective.
shit for the news when I got Twitter.
Protesters, many Thanksgiving travelers are not opposed to AI and enjoy automated kiosks
Exactly.
for their convenience,
Yes.
among other things.
What do you think about automation and AI?
I think it's a great idea.
And the fact, bro,
They're
you got
old.
this guy right here. This is a boomer. That's a real boomer right
Yeah,
there.
they're boomers.
If this guy is okay with AI and he's okay with automation, that's the fucking future. If they already got this guy on board, that's it.
Well, it's because they already got the money, though.
It just seems to make it much more swift. Some of these, it just makes traveling so much easier.
They're retired, bro. They got money.
You know?
Of course
Over
they
here,
don't
they're
care.
protesting, saying that it's going to kind of take away jobs and stuff. What do you think about that?
Well, you can always look at it two ways, I think, because you're creating jobs on the other side, too. You know, someone's got to build the robots, someone's got to maintenance them, someone has to put the food.
Do you think the retards that work at Dunkin' Donuts are just going to go and change from being a fucking service employee bot to being a robotics engineer? Absolutely not.
See, that's one of the most annoying responses he could have had. Like, that's one of the most bullshit, like, low-key, his response pisses me off. Because that is such a boomer thing. Hey, bro, just go to college and get a new job. It's going to make... No, those are skilled jobs versus non-skilled jobs, bro. You're taking away the non-skill and you're making more skilled jobs. And by the way, the repairments for those people are going to be one for like every like 35 or maybe one of those jobs created for every 50 you lost. It's not the same, bro.
Like, I'm just going to be honest here, okay? I know I sound like an asshole for saying this, but, like, it's just not going to happen.
No, for sure.
It's not. Why not? Because they're stupid. They're stupid. That's the reason why. They're not going to figure it out. That's why. Like, I know people might not want to admit it. Everybody has a different height. It doesn't matter how hard you try. If you're 5 feet tall, you probably can't be 6 feet tall, you know?
That's true. That's true, I guess.
Food on it somehow. It's back and forth. You know, you might lose one here, but you're going to gain another one here, I feel.
How do you feel about that? I disagree with that. But, I mean, again, it is funny to see interactions between, like, average people that just have, like, very normal, like, you know, well-intentioned beliefs that aren't, like, super radicalized. You know, they're like, oh, yeah, I mean, I can see where they're coming from. Sure. I mean, hopefully it adds jobs in the other way so they can do something else. Yeah, there's normies.
Barcode menus.
Kind of bland to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mid, below grade.
Do you feel like automation poses an existential threat to the American working class?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
Do you feel like automation poses an existential threat to the American working class?
No, not at all. If you work your ass off, if you work hard, then no, you shouldn't have anything to worry about.
Frankly, there's a lot of young kids right now who don't.
I mean, you gotta respect it. Hey, that's, yeah, you gotta that's a good answer.
Want to work, you know, and it's not that I want to automatically replace them, but
I do.
I don't think it'll ever be like when I grew up.
I feel like nowadays, because
obviously.
of TikTok and stuff, all the kids want to be YouTubers and dancers and rappers.
Bro, he's playing them. Oh, yeah, here we go. And you can see them smiling like, oh, yeah, kids now, they're so stupid. Yeah.
Don't want to
He's farming.
be engineers and scientists and doctors anymore, and definitely not soldiers.
And definitely not carpenters or plumbers or whatever, which to me right now, I wish I was starting a job. I wouldn't mind starting out at $50 an hour. I think the kids, male, female, you know, it doesn't make any difference. You have the sense of not wanting a real job. Just, you know, I want to just kind of do what I want. And they expect...
Jesus, $50? Yeah, I mean, I bet if you, I bet that's probably, how much you make as a lineman? I bet you probably make pretty close to that.
I don't think it's $50 an hour, dude.
60? Yeah. Now, you could die. That's bad. But other than that, yeah, you make a lot of money.
$20, $30 an hour to start. They want a new house
bad.
right away. They want a new car, a new boat, a new Sea-Doo, whatever it is. And it's like, give me a break, dude. You know?
Are you pro-capitalism?
Yeah, I guess.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It's better than everything else we got, like being shoved in our face, right?
Yeah.
So I guess I'll take capitalism.
Are you optimistic about the future of American capitalism?
About that specifically, I'm not optimistic about that if it keeps continuing now.
How come?
Well, because it's hard to live. I mean, I live in a studio, converted from a garage, two blocks down from my landlord's McMansion. Like that's how I live.
Yes, you are a serf. You are a peasant. You just don't know it yet.
There's gonna be a lot of Luigi's popping up, man. I think. This is getting kind of scary.
That's pretty much, give or take, how I've been living for like 5 years. I've been getting a taste of the real world for like years. So like I don't know. Like,
basic income's coming, dog. Don't worry.
These people have to. Why do these people deserve anything better than what I have? You know,
for sure.
Because they have it and you don't. What do you think about deserve, bro? Like, what are you thinking about deserve?
The world's not fair.
Deserve. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are your passions outside of working here?
I mean, I do art, I guess. Yeah.
What kind of art?
I draw, I guess. Yeah.
That's cool.
Ganja.
Do you ever think about like, you know, after this going into illustration?
But what do you draw though? What would you
illustration or something like that?
No, that's fucking insane.
Wait,
because
what?
like even
going into illustration or something like that?
No, that's
cool. Do you ever think about like, you know, after this going into illustration or something like that?
No, that's fucking insane because like even in our current society we have like as much, you know, like
going to the name.
The fucking like
the camera guy.
The our society, the fucking
I'm not gonna have the opportunity, no.
Well, shit, you never know.
No.
Is there a possibility of promotion in the Dunkin' Donuts corporate apparatus?
Well, I don't know why I'd want to do that. Then I would lose union protections.
Channel 5 Live! As you can tell, I was not created by
Live. Fuck the authority. Channel 5 News.
Channel 55. We don't fuck with custers. And 5 is the best number.
You know what I think happened? Is that as soon as Andrew asked about like going into illustration, it like triggered this person because that's probably what their parents told them to do.
That's probably a really good point,
it
actually.
felt like to me. It's like, yeah, why don't you do this? Like, why don't you do something else? Like, oh, no, I can't fucking... It's a society, and you can't do that. Yeah, like, what is this?
Cyberpunk NPC, somebody said.
All of the workers in these restaurants, like 90% of them are going to get replaced by robots. These are unskilled, low education jobs that you could have a robot replace you in 5 years. There are already places that are doing this. It's only going to become more common. And for actual customers, they will prefer the robots because a lot of the reasons why these people work in places like this is because they're too stupid to get a job anywhere else. And they're too untrained or unskilled or in one way or another inefficient to get a job anywhere else. And so what a good thing it is that we have all these people that do a bad job in a lot of cases. And even if they don't do a bad job, they don't like their job, they hate the job, they don't have to do it anymore. So that's it. Real service will thrive nonetheless.
The only problem with that thought process is like, what happens to all these people? Do they just become dependent on the government? Like I said, basic universal income is coming. Like it is for sure coming. Like you cannot have all these people who are considered unskilled workers, low-end paying workers, right? You just can't get rid of them. What are you gonna do? You're gonna hope they're like disappear? That's not gonna happen, right? So what are we gonna do with these people? They're not gonna level up like he's saying. They're not gonna get these high-paying jobs like that one man was saying. Become a drone specialist or whatever. That's not gonna happen. So the question is, what happens to all these consumers? Because they're consumers too. They consume as well. So that's a big part of the economy that's going to be pulled out. And when that's pulled out, the revenues are going to go to the top end people who are already, wealthy already. So you have these. So basically, we're going to have these companies that are going to be like, have like 10 to 50 companies that are making all the money. You're going to have the mid-tier people who are like I said, the construction workers and everything who are getting by because of manual labor. And then you're going to have all these other people pulled out. So you're going to have the rich, you're going to have like no more middle class. You're going to have the rich, the surviving, and then the poor. So what happens? the rich are probably going to have to subsidize the poor. It's probably the outcome that's coming. Or I guess you just have a bunch of homeless people, but I don't know. But it's not looking good, guys. It's not looking good for the future. I think a lot of people better start making YouTube channels. You better. There's going to be a lot of people sitting at home. There's going to be a lot of people at home. So there's going to be a lot more eyes on YouTube and all these social media platforms. So you better get to it now. That's all I got to say. You better get to it now.
Less, yeah, all things will happen, right? Yep, for sure. Pass a drug test equal make good money. Yep, there it is. Give me a mess first. Yep, there you go. Coming from a rich person is crazy. It's true. The reality of this is inevitable. I understand that some people might feel a certain way about it, but the reality of what I'm saying, this is going to happen, man. I don't know what you want me to say. It's gonna fucking happen. There's the video. Give it a like. That was really fucking funny. I love it.
So there you have it, guys. It's gonna be an interesting 5 to 10 years coming up. So I feel bad for everybody who's in the situation, but like he said, it's inevitable. It is what it is, and it's happening. So I don't know what to say besides that. Like get a YouTube, or I don't know, go back to school, I guess. So all right, guys, thank you so much. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed it. If you guys are made it this far, consider following us on Twitch. We do our live reactions on Twitch, and we also do a lot of gaming. Right now we're playing Marvel Rivals and PoE. It's pretty much our two biggest games we've been playing. Having a great time. So have a great day. Make sure you guys swing by, like and sub. Like I said, I appreciate it a lot. Helps your boy out. And come check us out on Twitch. Have a good day. See you next time.